Hiring EMTs got some special training just outside Superior today. The Mayo Clinic School of Health Sciences brought its emergency medicine paramedic program to Oliver today, offering hands-on training for students. They responded to a scenario in a park, something that could happen any day in the life of an EMT. Organizers and students say this will ensure they are prepared for the job.
The job is in the real world, so having scenarios like this allows us to get our hands dirty and really have an idea of things like scene management, working with other local departments, and just getting a good idea of what the job might really be like once we're out there.
Once the students are in the EMT program for a year, they will begin trainings outside of the classroom to get hands-on experience like this before they graduate. Lead program organizer Ashley Erdman says bringing in professional partners make the simulation more realistic, and she hopes scenes like this show students what's at stake each time a call comes in.
But out of today, we want them to just realize how much more difficult it is when you're dealing with a live patient that isn't prepared, we don't know what they're doing, we don't know what scenario they're rolling into until they get here and they start doing their assessments.
This is the first time the program in Duluth has done this training. Previously, students had to go to Rochester. Now that the program has grown in the past year, they have enough students to make these scenarios possible in our area.